Yes. Very good.
Which part?
Under services.
Clarke Garrison wants a piece of this company. He's going to have to work for it.
Sally, are you willing to push this to the limit?
What do you mean?
Employee will produce, and that's good, that's the way it should be. Employee will produce a full collection of fashions for every season for 3 years. Failure to do so will result in a loss of all stock and ownership benefits. What happens if Clarke balks at that part?
No compromise, Jack. I can't. I can't let that man walk all over me.
He already has.
I know. I know. What I don't know is how I could have been so blind.
You weren't blind. You were in love.
And is love a good enough reason, Jack, to jeopardize everything? My company, my future, my children's future, everything I spent my whole life building up. I just let it all slip through my fingers like it was nothing but gold dust in a windstorm.
No, not yet, you haven't.
But I'll tell you this much. Nothing like that is ever going to happen to me again.
No, it's not. Yes, I'm not going to let it happen to you.
Jack. You know, it's amazing how wide you have opened my eyes up to the foolish things I've done in the past. I tremble to think where I would be right now if it wasn't for you.
Sally, you wouldn't be anyplace else but right here, fighting just as hard and tenaciously as you are. Don't ever think otherwise. What's important to learn from all of this is that you never, ever again trust any man so much that you would jeopardize something as vitally important as your company. Men, all men, I have to include myself in that lot, have a dark side. Everybody does. Anybody who says they don't, that's the most dangerous kind. And there is no man alive who wouldn't be tempted if you dangled the keys of Fort Knox in front of him. And that's exactly what you did with Clarke.
What about you, Jack? Have you got a dark side? Listen, I count myself a very perceptive woman, but I just don't see it.
The dark side does not show in the light of day, Sally. You should know that. I'll tell you about mine someday. It's a chapter in my life I'm not proud of.
Darla, no. I'm invited, all right? Where are you going, Stephanie?
I'm going to stop Ridge.
No.
Listen, Brooke is about to leave town. She wants to go to Paris and be with her family. I don't want Ridge to say something.
We can't prevent Ridge from seeing Brooke.
But the doctor said she needed a rest.
She'll want to see Ridge, believe me.
Why are you taking this position?
What the hell other position can I possibly take? Now, Brooke is distraught from something Ridge said, and now she's in the hospital, and her baby is possibly in jeopardy. I can't blame Ridge for wanting to straighten this out. Now, leave them alone. Let the chips fall.
I'm sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry about.
How are you feeling?
Well, I could die for all I care. Just concerned about the baby. Where's that damn doctor?
Brooke,
Rich, don't touch me. Just don't touch me, okay?
Logan.
Don't call me that. Don't ever call me that again.
Look, Mother showed me the letter you wrote.
Leave it to Stephanie.
There's something I've got to tell you, Brooke. It's important and you've got to listen to me.
Ridge, can you do me a favor? Turn around and walk back out that door.
I will. After you hear me out.
I know how you feel. You've made that perfectly clear. Now just go.
You're talking about what I said to Felicia.
You don't know. I mean, you can't know what that did to me. Look, will you just get out of here? I don't want to discuss this with you right now. Just go.
Brooke, what I said to Felicia wasn't true.
Oh, come on, Ridge. You're just making it worse.
Logan.
Oh, shut up. Just shut your mouth. Unless you walk out of here and you divorce your wife and you marry me, then I don't want to hear it. That's the bottom line. Put your money where your mouth is, Ridge. Don't go telling me you didn't mean what you said to Felicia unless you're willing to show me that you didn't mean it. Are you willing to show that to me, Ridge? Well, are you? Come on, just tell me. You've got to tell me. No, obviously you're not. We both know you're not. Because the fact is, you don't love me. You feel nothing but pity for me. Well, I don't want your pity, and I don't need your pity. I'm gonna leave here, and I'm never going to see you again. Now, will you please just go?
You don't understand.
Oh, yes, I understand that I have been a fool all these months. I loved you, Ridge. I really did love you. And I honestly thought that you felt the same way. I thought that you married Taylor out of loyalty to Eric because I was still married to him and you didn't want to do that to your father. I really respected that. In fact, I even loved you more, if that's possible. But then to find out that all my assumptions were wrong, that it wasn't out of loyalty to Eric that you married Taylor, but it was because you really did love her. And that I was just some sort of valley girl, a tramp, as Stephanie would call it, who got pregnant and is nothing but a burden to you.
Brooke, listen to me.
No, you listen to me, Ridge. I have a child to think about now. A child I thought you and I were going to raise together. A child that you want nothing to do with.
That's not true.
Oh, will you stop lying?
I'm not lying.
Yes, you are. I hate you. I hate you.
Brooke,
Get
stop
out
it.
of here, Ridge.
Stop it.
Get out of here.
Good, please,
Get
just
out of my hair.
Mrs. Forrester!
What's going on in here?
End of my life. Will you just get out of this room right now? Please
have
tell
to
me.
leave.
Go.
all right. Her leash just came off.
Oh,
Get
honey,
her
just
out
settle
of
down.
here.
You'll be fine.
Ridge, get
Mrs.
out of
Forrester,
here.
Mrs. Forrester, this is Dr. Robbins, the obstetrician on call.
Got him. Okay.
Calm down,
Mrs.
calm down.
Forrester? We're going to take a look at your baby, but you have to calm down.
Please, y'all gonna have to leave.
Come on, you must calm down.
Just calm.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. It's going to be all right. It's over. It's over. Deep breath.
Guess who brought champagne?
This isn't a celebration, Clarke. This is a very black day as far as I'm concerned.
Sally, don't worry. Be happy. Besides, this champagne here is the cheap stuff. Kind of a symbol of where this company would be without me.
Save the arrogance for your friends. Here's a contract. We're here to do business. You want to read this? Fine, then sign it.
You know, this guy's gonna have a change of attitude. If you don't train him right, Sally, I will.
What happened?
Don't ask me anything, Mother. I don't want to talk about it. Just leave me alone for a minute.
Son, I have to know. Is Brooke all right?
She'll be fine, Dad. Especially if I stay away from her.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
What I'm going through is nothing. It's Brooke and what she's going through.
Did you straighten her out about your conversation with Felicia?
No. I tried, but she didn't seem to want to hear it. And I realized, what am I going to say to her? I can't give her hope. And that's really what she wants. Hope. She loves me, Dad. And time after time, all I do is let her down. Sometimes I really hate myself for that.
Supposed to laugh at this, right? This is some kind of joke?
No, Clarke, it's no joke.
Then it's an insult.
What is there about it that makes it an insult, Clarke?
I'm bailing you out, and you demand that I give you 3 years of my life?
What do you expect? You expect me to give you a piece of my company with no pressure to produce put on you?
I'm a professional. I will produce.
Professionals also sign contracts.
Look, buddy, this is no contract. This is a bill of sale, and I'm not selling myself. I'm your salvation.
Arrogant son of a...
Jack, stop. Stop it. Cool it, both of you. Now, you listen to me, Clarke. I do not intend to hand over a part ownership of my company to you without a firm commitment from you to produce for at least 3 years. Now, quite honestly, it should be a lot longer. It should be more like 10 years. But I don't think I could stand to look at your face for that long.
All right. I don't know. I'll look it over. I'll take it to my attorney. I'll have him look it over. If he tells me to sign it, I will. If he tells me not to, I won't. In that case, you'll have to be more accommodating. Goodbye, kids. Take care.
Clarke, wait a minute. Now, look. We're already a month behind schedule here. You know we need a cruise-wear collection, and we need it right away. When do you think you can get back to me on this?
Sally. Sally. We just stared each other down, and you blinked. Look, I'll get to it when I can. I'm busy. Unless you want to make some changes right now.
She's not making one bloody change. Now get the hell out.
You know, Hamilton, you and I are going to have it out one day. Arrivederci.
Oh, God, I hate that man. I swear to you, Jack, sometimes I think I hate him so much that I could just...
Your son is really torn up about this. I feel for him.
He's more upset than he should be.
Brooke loves him very much.
And she'd do anything she could to get him back.
I suppose when you love someone that strongly, you
This
would do...
doesn't have anything to do with love. This is power and control. She thinks she exerts that over him.
Obviously, you don't think she does.
This is really a family matter. It isn't your business. And I think you should stay out of it.
Mr. Forrester, would you come over here, please? Mr. Forrester, this is Dr. Robinson. She's the obstetrician on call tonight.
Doctor, how do you do?
Mr. Forrester, I take it you're all family?
Yes, and a close family friend.
Sheila.
So what can you tell us about Brooke and the baby?
The baby appears to be fine. We did an ultrasound.
Well, thank God.
But this is preliminary. We really do need to wait about another day or two.
You think there'll be further complications?
We're still not sure what happened to your wife. We do know there was a breathing problem, possibly stress-related.
We also don't know if the oxygen flow to the fetus was interrupted.
And if it was?
Well, it could be very traumatic for the baby. If Brooke's hyperventilation was severe, then it could cause her to have uterine contractions, which could then cause the fetus to be expelled prematurely, which would result in a miscarriage. But let's wait. Things look very positive at this point.
And now we'd like to ask you to help us and to help Mrs. Forrester by allowing her to rest.
All right. Thank you, Doctor.
Yes, thank you both.
We'll let you know when we know more.
Well, that's good news, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it was stress-related after all.
Yes, it probably was. But that's neither here nor there. The thing is that she's going to be fine. Let me talk to her.
All right. Tell him I'll give him a ride home.
Have you called Taylor?
No.
Isn't she waiting for you?
Listen, I'm not in the mood for a sermon, so please save it.
Remember where your loyalties lie, Ridge. And they're not in that room. What did you say to Brooke?
I didn't tell her that the conversation with Felicia was staged, if that's what you're worried about.
That was a wise decision. Your father said he'd give you a ride home if you want one.
Tell him I'll be in the car, all right?
Well, whatever's most convenient for you, you just let me know.
Well, why don't we do this? I'll take Rich to his place, and then you pick up the baby and bring him home. I won't be long.
All right. But you take your time. I know you have a lot to talk to Rich about.
Okay. Sheila, thank you. Your help and your support for Brooke been very generous. I appreciate it.
Surprise, surprise.
What?
Your friendship with my ex-husband.
Mrs. Forrester, I'm not trying
There's
to...
no reason for you to be defensive about it.
Thank you.
Of course, it's a little more than a friendship, isn't it?
I'm attracted, yes. But what woman wouldn't be? I'm also very aware that he's married, and I wouldn't interfere with that.
I always thought that any woman that had a crack at Eric Forrester and didn't take it was a fool.
He wouldn't respond if he weren't interested.
There you go, being defensive again.
Can you blame me? After what you said to me earlier.
Well, perhaps I see things in a different light.
Differently how?
It appears to me that you're close to Brooke and to Eric. And that being the case, you're in a position to do something beneficial for my family. For yourself as well.
What's that?
Encourage Brooke to do what she was planning to. Go to Paris to be with her family. She was leaning in that direction.
Yes, I know she was.
I don't want her here in Los Angeles. And it seems to me that you wouldn't want her here either, considering your interest in Eric.
You wouldn't discourage my relationship with your ex-husband?
I want Eric to be happy.
Then you wouldn't discourage it, Mrs. Forrester. I'll see what I can do about Brooke.
You do that. And you may have a future in this company after all.
No, Brooke, it's me, Sheila.
I'm glad you're still here.
Well, I wouldn't think of leaving you at a time like this. You just relax. I'll be here all night if you need me.